ahead, Ahmad.
Everybody, my name is Ahmad Nicholas Ferguson, and I play Marshall Cranen on Power Before Force.
Bro. What's going on, y'all? I'm Lucian. I play Dmacc.
What up, what up? I'm Jay, and I play Rojas, and we'll see what happens. So
It's pretty exciting to watch this happen in our city of Chicago because we probably have 5 or 6 shows. And for something as huge as a Power to come to our, it's super exciting. Jay, can you tell us how you prepared for your role, Rojas?
Well, yeah, I mean, with that, you know, we was actually in prison, and so we filmed that at the old Joliet prison. So I just got to get my mind set that you know, I'm really in prison, and then kind of just think back of different things and people and things and situations that I've been in, and then just try to put myself in that place, and then what it would be like, and then having prison beef, just like all the other shows. But
a lot of people don't know, but Jay is also recurring on the show called Work in Progress magazine, the number 3 best TV show out there. So make sure you check out Work in Progress and Power, of course. You'll see him there. Lucian, tell the people who you play about, and tell them what you did to prep for the role.
So I played Dmacc on the show. You know, he a young street kid. So one thing that I did to prep for the show, I watched a lot of TV. I watched a lot of gangster movies. I watched a lot of gangster shows. Like, I just kind of locked in on that whole vibe. I watched Power, and I just locked in on the vibe, and I was like, I'm gonna portray this kind of character because that's the kind of character they were telling me to portray, a street kid. So I'm like, bet that. And he's from Chicago. So I'm like, man, like this right in the crib, you know, it's not even hard acting that, you know?
Right. Thank you for that. Ahmad, tell us what it was like and how you prepared.
All right, before I tell you, I just saw the 4 stars page. They was in here, so shout out to 4 stars.
Yeah, 4.
Baby.
Definitely.
But how I prepared to be Marshall, so first of all, I did my who, what, and why, which is my imagination and what I think. So, you know, I got into the details of who Marshall is, you know, why is he with these cats, why is he with Dmacc, you know what I'm saying? And like Lucian said, I watched a lot of TV, and I watched a lot of TV, but I also wanted to make it me at the same time. So I would watch TV. I would I would read the audition script they gave us, you know, and I would try to make it as me as possible and bring a different feel to it, but also bring the Midwest Chicago feel to it. So just studying and making it me, really.
So this is something I want to talk about. So Lucian and Ahmad, they definitely know each other because they both are on my roster. Why are you all fighting right now? We need you all to get along.
Man.
So tell me what it was like to shoot the scene when you had to walk up and hit your brother from Hayes Talent. Like, when they cut, were you laughing, or like, how did you prep?
Like, it's so funny. It's so funny filming it. I would tell you this: when me and Ahmad read the script, like, we texted each other like, bro, like, what? Like, it was so blue. We was blue.
Yeah.
We was mad. We was mad that we was fighting, but we was like, whatever. We just gonna make it a great scene, and I think we did a good job at it. You know, it was funny. Like, he got a gun on me and everything. Like,
hey man, you sucker punched him in the back of the head.
Oh my God! Yes.
You can't punch nobody in the back of the head.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And it's so funny because, you know, I know you personally, I know your family, I know your background. So it was definitely a little difficult to watch me see Ahmad talking about the onion on the late subject, pulling guns out, because what you don't know is Ahmad and Lucian have both been on my roster probably since they were about 13 or 14.
14 for me. Yeah.
Jay, I've known for over 30 some years, and he's been doing theater for years. So, yeah, it was funny to see Jay, of course, because he did well, you're half Hispanic, so, but it was just hilarious to see you. How did you do your line for me? How did you do it?
We're gonna wait till he get real comfortable. Then we gonna make the mother.
Right.
But keep it PC. Make the mother father call.
Yeah.
Hopefully we see more Rojas, because I mean, it started off you thinking I might be like the big bad, and then Tommy then barbecued my boys, and then he using my pipeline. What's up? What?
Definitely.
I'm not about to just let that ride. So if power is in there, what's going on? You got to bring Rojas back. I could be like in the Players Club. I'm just giving myself. Make me feel good.
I love it. I love it. But what I do want to share with people that are tuning in is that I get so many DMs and I get inboxes of people just like, oh, can you get me on the show? Can you get me on the show? And what they don't understand is it doesn't work like that. Like, you literally have to train. Like, what they don't understand is Ahmad and Lucian have been on my roster for 5 or 6 years. And to finally get the big break on the hour, that took years of work. Jay, you doing high school plays to finally get on work in progress hour. Like, it's a long road and you get a lot of no's. So a lot of times you all see all the congratulations posts, but you don't understand they went on 100 auditions before they got that gas. And they'll tell you they have acting coaches. I don't want you to think they just picked up the script was, hey, I'm from Chicago, I can do it. No, there's prep to it. Ahmad, you were speaking earlier about what's your why, your what, and where. Can you explain what you do when you get a script and how you dissect it for us?
Yeah, so I have an acting coach. Her name is Josie Harris.
Shout out.
She's a really fly girl. She did all those music videos. And, yeah, she lit. But she just instilled this like 3-step deal with me called your who, what, and why. So when I get a script, for instance, in the script, for instance, I'll do a scene. For instance, when me and Lucian did the fighting scene in the outside the club, you know, of course, my who, I'm Marshall. But like when you get down to the why, it's like, why am I doing this? Well, if you watch episodes 1 through up until 7, and when you seen us, it was like me, like, you know, I come off as the, you know, like I'm more of the like the savage. Like I wanna come up in the ranks of CBI, and I wanna really be a part of CBI because we're a part of CBI, but like we trying to work our way towards, you know, being the top dogs for Jannard. And it's like when you see that moment with me and Dmacc, played by Lucian Cambridge, my brother, the amazing, the GOAT, man, when you see us at the club, you know, I don't know that JP is his father. So, you know, that's a whole other thing that he's going through. So it's like, I'm wondering, like, bro, like, why is we like, we already shot this place up. Like, why are we trying to shoot this place up? And he like, man, we just gonna write it up, leave a message. I'm like, I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to get some money. Like, I want some money, and I also want that power in CBI. So I feel like Marshall's why was because, for one, we got a new guy, Blackston, played by Barton Fitzpatrick. I didn't want to look like a punk in front of him. And it was like, I really just didn't feel like Dmacc is ready. So, like, I had to, like, you know, get my why and, like, you know, what I was doing and everything. And that's when that emotion came out and made everything, you know, what it was.
Okay. Yeah, watching that scene, it definitely brought back memories of when I was 17, 18 in clubs when I shouldn't have been, with the older G's trying to impress them and thinking I could get women that wasn't about to be really trying to holler at no 17, 18-year-old. You ain't supposed to be in there.
Right.
All excited and frantic and saying stuff. So, yeah, you did good on that one.
I appreciate you.
Yeah.
So tell me the emotions you went through when you got that call from me when I was like, you about to be on Power. Like, what was the moment like when you got that call?
I couldn't actually, you texted me because I was asleep. So you texted me and I woke up and I was like, oh snap, like I'm really about to be on Power. So what I did was I was excited and I played Big Rich Town. Like I played Big Rich Town probably 60 times that day. Like for the rest of the day, like I listened to that song all day long. And so I called my sister and I just played Big Rich Town. She's like, why are you playing this? I was like, so yeah, I was just playing Big Rich Town. I was just excited and like I couldn't wait.
Hey, same question. What was it like when you got that call and I was like, you about to be on Power? Come on, get it. Come down here to Chicago. Let's go. Right.
Well, like you say, man, after doing this stuff so many times for years, you know, I try not to get too high or low. So I did audition, and I'm like, well, we'll see how it goes. And then when you finally hear that it did go through, I was just thinking, oh man, this is big. That's good. I'm like, I'm ready. Let's go. We could have started filming then. I was ready. I mean, you know, I'm already on wheels, so I'm ready to go at any moment. So we
I
could
don't
have
think
made it happen.
about you, Jay.
Huh?
I don't think people know that he was in a bad car, actually a real wheelchair, and he didn't let that stop him. So he's a testimony for himself and for others that are watching that never give up on your dreams, no matter what your circumstances are. And I'm super proud of him because I've watched him grow as an actor and as a person, and just to continue to fulfill your dream. I love watching it. It's definitely a beautiful sight to see. And I definitely,
I appreciate it. Thank you. I mean, at that time, prime of your life, to have something like that happen, I mean, it definitely will mess with your confidence, especially as a man. You go from being in good shape, doing things. I was riding in my nice little Mercedes and everything, and next thing you know, you can't do a lot of stuff no more. You got to have people help you. I can't do the jobs and things anymore I was doing. I'm like, oh man, what can I do? And I said, man, you know what? I'm still here. I'm just gonna make the most of it. And I mean, after facing death, literally, like, what I got to lose, man. So
no, absolutely. After I asked Lucian the same question, come back and tell them what you've been up to with what you do on YouTube and that as well. Lucian, your story is a little funny because you were.
Can you hear me?
Show, and I remember we couldn't tell your dad yet because it was supposed to be a big secret. So we were keeping it a secret. Only person that really knew was me, you, and your mom. So tell us what it was like when I finally called and said, look, because I know I was screaming, and tell me how your dad responded when he found out what we've been keeping a secret for so long.
Look, I was geeked when I found out that I got the role because it's life changing news. You know what I mean? So I was really over the top geek when I got the news, but my parents, I think, was way more excited for me. Look, they was way more excited than I was, and I was like excited. But my dad, like, when he found out, like, he ran around the house like twice. Pure energy.
That is so dope. That's so dope. I remember being on the phone. Your mom sent me the video of your dad. Like, did your dad grab you and like swing you around? I believe, or
they were
something. Super dope to see. That was so dope.
They were really excited.
I mean, as a dad of a young son, man, when you succeed, I feel like I succeed. So I definitely could, see how your dad felt, man.
That's definitely how he feels.
Yeah, I'm proud of both of y'all, man. Y'all met my son, so you all know. Yeah. And yeah, man, I'm proud of both of y'all, man.
Thank you.
Y'all doing good, man. You're off to a great start in your life, man. I'm proud of y'all, man.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Such words. Jay, tell them what you do as well. You also have your own YouTube. Tell the public about that as well.
Yeah, so like one of the things, like I said, after going through the injury and things, I was trying to think, how can I still earn a living? What can I do? And so I'm thinking, well, I could still work from home, do YouTube, still use, because I was doing like stand-up comedy and things, but I'm saying, well, maybe I'll try, to talk about the TV shows and do reviews with a little bit of comedy and review stuff. I didn't really think it would take off. My son actually the one told me, gave me the idea. And I said, man, I don't know how to make no videos and things, but I always tell him, always keep learning in life. Never be afraid to try new things. So then he reversed it on me like, oh no, he did put down the reverse, the draw tube. I'm like, oh no. He like, yeah, you say always learn new things. You gotta learn. I'm like,
you gotta learn.
I'm like, all right. So I try to be a good example, live by what I preach, And so I just started, and like 5 years later, I still ain't stopped. So it just took off from there. People seem to gravitate toward it and watch it, and now it's a lot of supporters and things. And so I'm just real fortunate for that. So
that's good.
That's a blessing.
It absolutely is. So what I wanted to do is we're going to just take 2 more questions and we're going to cut it short. I just wanted you all to meet them and just see how humble and how wonderful they are. They're nothing like their characters where they're checking out the onions and pulling out guns on people. I want everyone to know you like I know and love you. I'm going to put my glasses on. And do you see any questions that we can ask?
Like I don't see the last. Like I don't even like.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I don't see any comments. Can y'all see comments?
I see the comments.
No, I see the last
I've
thing
been looking
say
at the
Boston
comments the
Man
whole
on here.
time.
I can't see anything.
I'm seeing. Oh,
What?
oh wait.
I'm gonna say this: like a lot of people.
I said the onion line was fire. Me and his mom had to talk about that. Like, and then he had a blunt in his hand too. We were just like,
Yeah, let me ask y'all, man. So, you know, what is your parents thinking of y'all with guns and all of this stuff, ready to kill and drug dealers and stuff? What are they? I know it's a TV show and all, but
Yeah, I was about to say just what you about to say. Like they understand this is like TV, and like we're at that age where we know how to decipher what is real life and how to make smart decisions and not do what we see. So like they pretty cool about it now. Like my grandparents and you know they but like for the most part, yeah, my parents are cool because they know I know how to make smart decisions and they know I know this is just like business and my career. So
one of the questions was, how long did you shoot for? Each of you all want to talk about how long the days are, how many weeks and months you shot. Ahmad, you can start. You're at the top.
Oh man, the days be long. Like sometimes they might tell you to be there like 2 p.m. and like your scene might not be till like 7, because they might want to wait till like the sun goes down and stuff. So like it's a whole little thing. Like the days are long, but I wouldn't trade it for the world. Like you're gonna be standing up for a while. You're gonna be doing the same thing for a while. Like repeat, like you're gonna be doing the same exact thing. Like me and Lucian, I had to hold Lucian up like this on the wall for like hours, like literally just holding them on the wall like that when we did that scene, like just holding them.
Oh, yeah.
Were you all laughing that you did it like off camera?
Yeah,
yeah. We would go back. We would go back to the playback. We would go to the playback thing when the scene was done. I'd be like, let's look at it. And we would look at it. We'd be like, yeah, that look raw.
And then sometimes we would look at each other before we about to start, and we would start laughing. But all right, come on, we gotta watch.
Like, bro, be serious.
Because nothing about Lucian is soft. So let's let the public know Lucian is not soft at all. He's just not soft. So it's so funny to see him in that situation. Definitely. Jay, how long did you all shoot that day? Was it about 14, 16 hours? What was it?
Yeah, it was about 16 hours. We had to be there at like 6 a.m. So I'm here at 2 p.m. I'm like, man, that was there. We was there, but we did a lot in just one long day. I didn't have as many scenes as them, so but yeah, it was 16 hours from like 6 a.m. Drive all the way out to Joliet, and then because the prison isn't in operation anymore, and we filmed in February, it was cold. There's no heat. People were cold and everything, but good thing they was giving me little hand warmers and jackets. And since I was in prison and I'm the leader, I was like, hey, look, when you with Rojas, your hands will never be cold here. And I gave them some hand warmers. So they like, all right, we got you, man.
Right. And when they had you, I don't know if people know, but you were in the second episode as well, but we just heard your voice on the phone. How long did it take to do that? Did they have you do that a lot of times, or?
We filmed that in the studio in Chicago, downtown, right off downtown. And I mean, I could go and do that type of work. I mean, I do that all the time on YouTube, voice work all the time. So I think I probably did all of that in an hour. I read it like 4 or 5 different ways, talked to the people, and then I was done. The rest of the work was with them. They had the scene already shot, and I just had to match what I was supposed to read into the space that was left on the scene. And I mean, that wasn't too difficult or too bad. So yeah, that was pretty good.
So I'm not going to keep everybody, but I do want to say so far, episode 7 was my favorite. And it was not because you all were all throughout it, but it was just my favorite. We got to really see the cruise, and I was about to get real ugly. I'm pretty excited about it. We do want to let everyone know that on April 9th, we are doing a seminar to explain to you the proper way to break into the business, because if people get scammed, I get calls. I just gave somebody $5,000 and they told me they're going to get me in front of casting directors, and that's a scam, and you never pay to be with an agency. So I'm doing a workshop, step-by-step process of how to do it the correct way. I'm going to do a list of terminology, because it's nothing worse than someone trying to get an agent and you don't know the proper terminology when you're speaking to one, and just having the resources that you need, what a professional headshot should look like, what a professional resume should look like, what exactly agencies are looking for to help your chances with it. Because a lot of people, I think, are moving a little too fast. They're like, I want to be an actor, and they're looking for an agent. And it's a step-by-step process. So when you get a chance, you can click on the bio in Hayes Talent Agency, and you'll see that this is seminar coming up April 9th. Ahmad, Lucian, and Jay will also be there to talk to you about their journey. We're not going to keep you long, like I said. We also want to have closing remarks from all 3 of the actors. And Lucian and Ahmad, I also want you all to talk about what you all are working on in the studio. Let them know that you were more than actors. So leave us with final words and talk about what else. Well, the same for you too, Jay.
Who go first?
I'll go first.
Yeah,
because I have been dying to say this.
Okay.
So, like, I hear a lot of people ask how do they get into the industry, and I would just say that the best thing that I could tell somebody is you gotta just like really follow your dreams. Like, it's no step-by-step direction to get an agency. I didn't go searching for one. The way that I got it, it was God, really. Like, I was in the right place at the right time, and the right person asked me the right question, and I gave the right answer. And that's just something that you can't plan. You know what I mean? You just gotta follow your dream and follow your intuition. I would say it's gonna be a lot of people that don't believe in your dream, but it's not theirs to believe in, it's yours. Ooh, so I would say, like, follow your heart. That's the best thing that you could do with any dream. And that's really what I had to say. And me and Ahmad got a song coming out on my new mixtape that I'm dropping. It's called Hello Crew. It got like 20 songs on there, but it's a lot of songs, but it's a really good album if you sit down and listen to the whole thing. And I feel like every song is a hit. And me and Ahmad is shooting a music video for it on Saturday. So
let us know where do you girls to show up or some guys to show up.
I'll let you know. I'll let you know. Like, I'll put it out if I need people to come. But I think we got like a lot of people already.
Okay. I'm sure it's a lot of people that want to come out there and dance for you all for your music videos.
But if you a girl that want to be in it, shoot, we looking for a girl for Ahmad to be with. So if you find and you want to be in a music video, hit me and Ahmad up, man. Oh man, yeah, the song raw though.
Make sure you got that onion.
Jay, any words of advice you want to give people? Any closing remarks?
I mean, Lucian just said something that's really perfect.
Yeah.
You got to follow your dream. It's your dream to follow, not somebody else's. Like, people were telling me, you won't be able to do this. You won't be able to do that anymore. What do you know about computers? All kind of different steps in life, especially since the accident, that people would say. And at the end of the day, you have to do, if you don't believe in yourself, how you going to expect other people to? Right. So follow your dream, put in the work. And definitely, if you put in the work, then the rest will follow. You can't just say, oh, well, I'm not shy, or I can do this or that, and I'll make it. Because you're going to hear a lot of no's, but that means you're just getting closer to that one yes. And don't get into it saying necessarily I want to be on any particular show or movie. Yeah. Just get into it for the love and the craft, and you want to do it, and to get on certain things is a lot of luck and blessings, that comes along with it. But you just follow, put in the work, and the rest will follow. Will happen. So definitely just follow your dreams. Definitely.
You tapped on something that was so profound, and you were saying, when you hear no, you have to keep going on. And I tell people, no always means a new opportunity. Yeah. And I think about Ahmad with this. Ahmad, a couple of years ago, Ahmad was like the star on his basketball team. We got this audition for a series regular role to be like a basketball player, which is Ahmad's love. That plus acting. He literally got all the way to the finals. They flew him out to LA to test. We're like, okay. And so what people don't know is the top 3 people when it comes to testing for series regular, they send you the contract ahead of time. So we were like, oh my God, there's so much money you're going to make. And I got there and we're like, okay, please. And they passed on him and went with someone else that had a little more, that was a better basketball skills, but didn't quite have your acting ability. And we were so bummed out. But I said to him recently, do you realize that if you took that opportunity and you got it, you would have never had a chance to be on Power, which is so many people's dream. So always remember that no just means new opportunity. And those of you that submit to me and I don't respond or I don't see the vision, remember I'm only human and there's several other agencies out there. Just because I don't see the vision doesn't mean that it's not in you for a reason. You should still go after it. So my closing words are, if it's in you, like they said, like if God put it in you and you can't shake it, I don't care if I don't believe in you. I don't care if your mom, your dog, no one believes in you. If God put it in there, then you have to trust it and just figure out a way to make that passion your livelihood. And that would be my closing remarks. And then I will let Ahmad close it out. And we will let everybody go. And hopefully we'll see you at the seminar. And hopefully if you look good with an onion, we'll see you in a music video on Saturday.
Yeah, my closing remarks will be just piggybacking off what Lucian said, off what Jay said, off what you said, Michelle. Just really believe in yourself, and delay does not mean decline at all. And fall in love with your process and with your journey. Like Jay said, if you just fall in love with, just being grateful that, okay, I have an audition. Like, everybody don't get those, and hearing the no's, like all that stuff is just gonna build you up and just keep going. Like this thing is like, it's not a marathon, it's a sprint. You really just gotta keep going and do the work. Because you're not booking or because they telling you no don't mean, okay, let me not do the work and become stagnant. You gotta keep being hungry. Like, it's, I wouldn't say millions, it probably is, but it's hundreds of thousands of kids, adults, everybody trying to live this dream out. So you gotta stand out and you gotta be, you gotta be fearless. And like Lucian said, it's not for everybody else to believe, it's for you to believe. And like Michelle said, if you just got that feeling like, man, this is what I'm supposed to be doing, do it and step out on faith and believe in yourself and surround yourself with people that also is like-minded and, believe that they can do it too. Because it's one thing to have yourself, but it's another thing to have a community that loves you and that appreciates you and they see it too and they building you up. Oh man, you just feel invincible. So yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. And also know your why. Don't say I want to be rich or famous. Because there's people that act for 20, 30, 40 years and never be rich or famous. So you definitely want to do it for the love.
You have to and I was on Jay's show, was it last week or 2 weeks ago, and we discussed that. If you're trying to be an actor to be famous, I would suggest don't do it. Do TikTok, try to go viral that way. You have to literally love the craft because you have to constantly hone your skills. There may be times you do independent films for free or student film for free just to build your resume up. When you finally get the agent is when I start getting you the stuff. But you'll be so used to auditioning and doing theater and different things like that you'll be ready for those big roles that come. And I hope you all enjoy talking to us and just getting to learn a little bit about the actors that are on our roster that are just really making a difference. And we're watching their dreams unfold. It's so amazing. And like I said, I needed you all to see how wonderful of individuals they are. And they're nothing like characters. And I know I'm excited to see episode 8. Is there anything you all can talk about episode 8 without getting in trouble?
No.
Yeah, watch it.
I was going to try to pull it. I knew the answer, but I had to try to pull it for people that are viewing it. But thank you so much for everyone that took in. Hope to see you April 9th for the seminar. And like I said, don't forget to inbox them if you want to be in their music video. Thanks again. Jay and I are going to do a series soon called Shoot Your Shot, where individuals will be able to audition for us or a chance be on the rock. But that's something we'll announce. And so, all right. Hope to see everyone soon.
Yes. Appreciate you,
Bye.
Michelle. Bye.
Coming in.
Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please hit that like, subscribe, bang that bell, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.